Welcome students, class 10. In previous video we discussed about some terms of the probability. Do you remember? Yes, what is other name of event? You are knowing it. Speak yourself. Other name of event is an outcome. Okay. Then we discussed about favorable events, favorable outcomes. What are favorable outcomes? Yes, if I am throwing a dice, what are the possible outcomes? Very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, sir. These are all possible outcomes. Now, if you are given getting prime outcomes, yes. Now tell me what are the possible outcomes? Prime 2, 3 and 5. Yes, sir. So these well defined outcomes are called favorable outcomes. These well defined outcomes are called favorable outcomes which satisfy some particular condition. This we discussed in previous video. Okay. Now see, look here. In the same game of throwing dice, I am asking what is probability of each outcome? Very good. 1/6. We discussed this last time. Probability of getting 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 is 1 out of 6 is 1/6. Yes or no? Now what is probability of getting prime outcome? Yes, 3 out of 6. Yes or no? Very good. So these terms we discussed in previous video. You remember, right? Now see, we are coming to very important term. Look here now. I am ready. After throwing this, we got all possible outcomes. I am writing question C. What is probability of getting 7? Yes. See, with few dice, all possible outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Now question is, what is probability of getting 7? So is there 7 in the list of all possible outcomes? No. So what will we write? So this outcome does not exist. And if outcome does not exist, then probability of such outcome is 0. Therefore, probability of 7 is 0. Because outcome 7 is impossible. And therefore, such impossible outcome is known as impossible event. So next term, very important, students must remember impossible event or impossible outcome. Remember it. Okay. Yesterday we learned about favorable event. So, like that, there is impossible event also. Now you got probability of impossible event is equal to 0. Okay, so I am writing it. Probability of impossible event or outcome equal to 0. Remember this. This is coming in 1 to 20 questions, 1 mark each. Okay, they will give example and they will ask, there will be options. You will choose correct. Now next, see, Again, very surprising and funny example. You like it. Suppose now I am having one red color card, red color coin. See, you are going to all these restaurants while traveling, travels. You are going to these restaurants. They have made plastic coins, चाय का coin, कचौरी का coin, आइसक्रीम का coin. वो प्लास्टिक के coin होते हो. Some coins are red, some coins are yellow color, some coins are white color. आपने क्या बोला मुझे 4 चाय चाहिए, आपको 4 चाय के लाल लग रहे तो लाल गिरेगा. So that counter that tea man understands इनको चाय चाहिए. And that coin is red means both sides red. Yes or no? Very common example. Both sides red. Now if I am just throwing that coin, asking question, what are possible outcomes? What will write? You will write red only. You will write red only. Why? Well, it's sure. It's red in both sides. So this outcome is sure. Sure outcome. How many possible outcomes are there in throwing red coin? Only one possible outcome. That is only red. You see, all possible outcomes 1 and sure outcome is also 1. So what is probability? 1 upon 1 equal to 1. So I think now you understood what is sure outcome. Sure means certain. शक्कर मुंह में डाली तो मीठी लगेगी. Sure, certain. Yes or रेड थ्रो तो रेडी आएगा, वो खाला पीला नहीं बनेगा. That is sure or certain. What is second term is sure event or sure outcome. Understood what is meaning of sure? Sure means whatever is already known. If I throw red ball, it will come back red ball only. Okay. So see the probability of sure outcome or event is equal to 1. These questions nowadays coming in 1 to 20 questions 1 mark each. You must remember now. Okay, probability of sure outcome is always 1. Now see students, will practice some examples. I hope you understood and you remember all terms. Okay, let us take some examples now. Yes, now I am taking one example of throwing dice. The dice is thrown. The die is thrown. Then question, find the probability of getting. Find the probability of getting number 1 prime number, number 2 a number between 2 and 6. Yes, friends. First, what is the die is thrown? How many sides die is having? 6 sides. So what is possible outcomes? Very good. First, we should be able to write all possible outcomes. In any event, any game, we should be able to write all possible outcomes. What are they? Very good. You are knowing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. कितने हो गए? 6. First step of all examples of probability is this. This is die, so 6. If it was coin, 2. Yes or no? Remember it. Got it? Now see. You got. Now let us come to example. What is first? Getting what? Getting prime. Aji, there we know. Prime numbers. What are prime numbers? What are prime numbers? Very good. You are knowing. 2, 3, 5. How many are they? 3. Writing all and how many? Writing very defined and how many? This is very important. If you are knowing this, 99% example is over. Okay? Therefore, I'll write probability of prime number equal to, yes, 3 upon 6. If cancel is possible, cancel 1 upon 2 over. See how simple? Very simple. Yes or no? Now second, what is second, madam? Yes, number between 2 and 6. Number between 2 and 6. बताइए कौन-कौन है? Between 2 and 6. Speak yourself. Yes, spoken. Between 2 and 6. So 3, 4, 5. Very good. 3, 4, 5. How many? 3. Got it? Probability example, first you must be able to write this and this. This is very important. Okay. Therefore, now we are writing probability. Probability of number between 2 and 6. That is equal to how many? 3. Out of how many? 6. That is 1 upon 2. Do you understand? If you understood this example, my dears, I am telling you, next example I am writing, you will answer immediately yourself. Okay? Very good. Now see, I am taking example 2. You will answer yourself. Yes. Okay. Let us take simple example of throwing coin. Chalo ji, coin is thrown. Coin is thrown. Coin is thrown. Find probability of getting. Of getting. Number 1, head. Number 2, tail. Number 3, head or tail. Yes. How many? All possible outcomes are there. पहली स्टेप यही होती है. All possible outcomes. Always. Yes. What are all possible outcomes? Head and tail. How many total? 2. Whoever is able to write these, that child is understood and known this chapter properly. Let us come to questions. Number 1. Probability of getting head. Getting head. अब बताइए, in one coin how many heads are there? Only one head. That is 1. I say it now. एक के नीचे एक. Very systematic. Now, the probability of head, what are they? 1 upon 2. Very simple, right? Second, tail, getting tail. Getting tail. How many tails are there in one coin? Only one tail in one coin. So they are also 1. Encircle like this. Systematic. Yes, now see, probability of getting tail. 1 upon 2. Number of outcomes upon total number of outcomes. Okay, 1 upon 2. तीसरा क्या देखिए, हेड और टेल, दिस इज और हेड और टेल. सी नाउ लुक हियर. Third, getting head or tail. Then yes, what are possible head or tail? Either one head or one tail. So you are writing this. It may come out as H or tail. Not don't know how many, which is coming surely. Right? So how many total are there? 2. Circle. Then what is probability of getting H or tail? 2 upon 2. What is 1? Now उसको छोड़ा है आपको, ये देख के what kind of example is this third? What kind of event is this? Whose probability is 1? Very good. Sure event. Sure event. That's certain. If you want either head or tail, कुछ भी आए चलेगा तो आना ही है. That is certain. Yes or no? Therefore, this is example of sure event. Got it? Now in dice also see, dice is thrown. Probability of getting 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 कोई भी आए तो मेरा ही नंबर, वो तो होना ही. Yes or आप जीत जाएंगे. आपके लकी नंबर बोलेंगे आप, चाहे 1 हो, 2 हो, 3 हो, 4 हो, 5 हो, 6 हो, डाइस फेंकने के बाद उसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या आएगी? That will be 6 out of 6 is 1. So that is also an example of sure event. One can ask if you want an example of sure event using tail. Explain. So for sure event using coil to explain, you have to give this. Probability of getting head or tail is example of sure event. If dice is given, how will you explain example for sure event by throwing dice? Probability of getting either 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. That is example of sure event. Students, please watch the video 2 times. Understand these 2 examples. I am telling you. Now I am writing 5 examples for you to practice. If you understood these 2 examples, my dear, you will answer all these 5 examples within 6 minutes. Right? See you.